Gladstone is a city that's growing fast, with multi-million-dollar industrial developments fueled by a mix of products like coal and bauxite, and, most recently, the promise of new multi-billion-dollar projects generated by liquefied natural gas, or LNG. Already Queensland's busiest multi-cargo port and the fifth largest in Australia, Gladstone is set to expand further thanks to LNG plants proposed for the southern end of Curtis Island, facing the Narrows Channel and the existing port. This expansion is predicted to create thousands of jobs and significantly benefit the state and national economies. However, there will be losers too. One of the biggest is the natural environment, especially mangrove forests and seagrass pastures along the Narrows Channel. Losers too will be the waterbirds, dugong and turtles that depend on these areas. Then there are the fish, prawns and crabs, plus the commercial and recreational fishermen who catch them and the seafood consumers who love to eat them. They will all be impacted if a proposal to destroy several square kilometres of shallow water, seagrass and mangroves is approved.
It would be the best fishing ground close to Gladstone. There's nothing like this than this side of the Narrows. The fishermen will have to go up to the Port Elmer area, which will put more pressure on the other fishermen up there. It just forces people to travel further and move in on the areas they haven't had to fish before, where other fishermen work.
The Gladstone Ports Corporation proposes to deepen the channel so ships can service the Curtis Island LNG plants. The corporation then would dump the spoil into a bay 4 kilometres long and up to 2 kilometres wide, destroying forever more than 6.5 square kilometres of rich marine habitat. The dry land created will likely be available for sale or lease, profits going back to the corporation. Professional fisherman Alan Holland is worried about the loss of seafood from this uniquely rich fishing ground, and the losses to be suffered too by fishermen and seafood lovers.
It's a very good crab fishery, and salmon, we net for salmon and shark there mainly, and not just for myself, it's important for half a dozen other fishermen too. There's not an area around here that we could replace it with in Gladstone. It's probably unique.
Like him, Alan's wife Jenny was born and bred in the Gladstone area and loves its natural environment. She is equally concerned about the impact on the habitat and marine life.
Well, it's a designated dugong protection area. Well, we think that the mangroves will be gone when the mud's pumped in, and certainly the sea eagles that we've seen this afternoon and the Brahminy kite, they'll have to move on. There won't be any nesting areas for them. Overall, we think if this bay is reclaimed, it will have a huge impact on the marine life in this area. Obviously, if it's filled in and turned into land, and certainly further out into the harbour. People don't realise what they're losing, and once it's gone forever. You can't get it back.
The seafood industry's peak representative body, the Queensland Seafood Industry Association, is determined to ensure that as Gladstone develops, its impacts on the environment, on fishermen and on seafood consumers is not ignored.